It's 2 a.m. You're staring at your phone, swearing you won't answer this time. You've told yourself you'd be strong, that you're done, that you won't give them one more chance to pull you back in. But there it is. Their name, lighting up the screen. You know what happens next if you pick up. They'll sound softer, calmer. They'll remind you of the good times, the way they looked at you like you were the only person in the world. They'll paint a picture of the good version of themselves so vividly that for a moment you forget all the nights you cried alone. They'll say just enough to make you doubt yourself, and they'll throw in an apology that feels almost real, but never quite complete. And part of you will believe it again. Even though you know exactly where this road ends. You've had the thought 100 times. I can't do this anymore. You've pictured yourself walking away, closing the door, never looking back. You've rehearsed the speech you'd give, the one where you finally stand up for yourself and end it once and for all. But somehow, you're still here. Still defending them to your friends, still explaining their behavior to yourself, still giving one last chance after the last chance. It's not because you're weak, it's not because you like pain, it's because something deeper, something psychological, is pulling you back in. And until you see it for what it is, you'll keep mistaking it for love. What you're feeling has a name, a trauma bond. Psychologists define it as a strong emotional attachment between an abused person and their abuser, formed through repeated cycles of abuse and intermittent kindness. It's not just emotional dependency. It's a neurological and hormonal loop that keeps you tied to someone who's hurting you. A trap built so slowly, you don't realize you're in it until the door has already closed. Think of it like being stranded in the middle of the ocean. The same person who keeps pushing you underwater is also the one pulling you back up for air. And after a while, you start believing you need them to survive, because they've made themselves the only source of relief from the pain they cause. You don't notice the way your boundaries erode, one grain of sand at a time. You don't notice how your idea of normal shifts, but your nervous system does. And it adapts, until chaos feels like home. Trauma bonds are built through a predictable cycle that rewires your brain's reward system. Stage 1, idealization. In the beginning, they're perfect. They flood you with affection, attention, and validation. You feel chosen, you feel seen. They mirror your dreams, your values, even your language. You've never felt so understood. This floods your brain with dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter that makes you feel euphoric, alive, almost high. Stage 2, devaluation. Then the warmth fades. Subtly at first, they cancel plans. They stop texting back right away. And then sharp criticism, blame, withdrawal of affection. They might start creating confusion and gaslighting you, twisting conversations so you question your memory and your judgment. Cortisol, the stress hormone, spikes. You feel off balance, anxious, desperate to get back to how it used to be. Stage 3, reconciliation. Just when you're breaking, they return, softer again. They apologize, explain, or act like nothing happened. And when that relief comes, your brain releases another wave of dopamine. It feels intoxicating, like finally breathing after being held underwater. Over time, your nervous system starts to expect this roller coaster. You become addicted to the intermittent reinforcement. The unpredictable nature of it. Not knowing if today will bring kindness or cruelty makes the good moments hit harder and feel more valuable than they really are. Leaving should be easy, right? Logically, you know the harm. You've felt the exhaustion. You've made the list in your head of every cruel word, every broken promise. But trauma bonds don't operate in logic. They live in the body. Here's the trap. Your brain starts linking love and pain. The person hurting you is the same person soothing you, so the relief feels like love. Your amygdala, in the brain's threat detector, learns to stay on high alert. You start anticipating their moods, adjusting your behavior, walking on eggshells just to avoid the next storm. And when the storm finally passes, the calm feels like paradise. You cling to it. You tell yourself, see, they can be so kind. This is the real them. This is where the self-blame creeps in. Maybe I overreacted. And maybe I'm too sensitive. Maybe I should just try harder. This isn't random. It's a psychological defense called cognitive dissonance. Your mind tries to reconcile the contradiction. They love me, first they hurt me. So you bend reality toward the version that feels safer. The one where you stay. Hormones play their part too. The cortisol from stress and the dopamine from makeup moments start to form a chemical tether. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, releases not just from affection, but from any intense shared experience, even negative ones. That's why you might feel closer to them after a fight, not further away. And the longer it goes on, the more your baseline shifts. What once would have been a deal breaker and a shouting, lying, stonewalling now feels survivable. You're not even sure where your old boundaries went. Here's the cruelest part of a trauma bond, the hope, because every once in a while they'll let you see the version of them from the beginning, the one who looked at you like you hung the moon, the one who made you laugh until you forgot the time. That glimpse keeps you invested. You start believing that if you can just do the right thing, say the right words, avoid the wrong triggers, you can bring that version back for good. This is not love. This is intermittent reinforcement, the same psychological mechanism that keeps people addicted to slot machines. The payout is rare, but when it comes, it floods you with reward. Your brain thinks, that was worth it. Let's try again. It's the maybe that chains you. Maybe they'll change. Maybe this time is different. And maybe if I love them harder, they'll heal. But here's the truth. You can't heal someone by breaking yourself. Breaking a trauma bond isn't about getting stronger. You're already strong for surviving it. It's about breaking the cycle your nervous system is trapped in. Step 1. Name it. Recognize that what's keeping you there isn't weakness, it's wiring. That clarity takes away some of the shame. Step 2. Create distance. Physical, emotional, digital. Every contact reactivates the cycle, reignites the craving for the next good moment. Step 3. Flood your life with safe connections. Friends, family, therapists, support groups. You need other sources of dopamine, oxytocin, and comfort to remind your body what healthy love feels like. And step 4, prepare for withdrawal, because that's exactly what it is, and withdrawal from a chemical and emotional addiction. You'll feel restless, lonely, even desperate. Your brain will try to convince you to go back. That's not proof you made the wrong choice. It's proof the bond is breaking. Picture this. You're standing at the edge of a bridge you've been crossing back and forth for years. Every time you walk away, they call you back. But this time you turn and you keep walking. It's hard. The wind is sharp. Your chest aches with the weight of goodbye. But with every step, the air feels cleaner. The noise fades. And slowly, you start hearing something you've forgotten was there. Your own voice. If you're during this right now, hear me. Love does not demand you abandon yourself. You don't have to keep proving your worth to someone who keeps making you question it. You owe yourself safety. You owe yourself peace. And you owe yourself the kind of love that doesn't hurt more than it heals. If this spoke to you, share it. Because someone you know is stuck in the same cycle waiting for a sign. Be their sign.